Are you ready to reach infinite in Marvel Snap? Well, you need to make sure you're playing the best deck. Find all the top Marvel Snap decks on snap.untap.gg. Discover the best decks for your rank and collection level based on the average cubes each deck earns and win rate. You can even see real-time stats about what's performing well for the current hot location. Discover the decks that you can build with your current card collection and import the deck directly into Marvel Snap so you can get into the game. While you're playing, use the untap.gg deck tracker to keep track of the cards in your and your opponent's deck, as well as what's been discarded or destroyed. Untap.gg is your all-in-one destination for decks and stats so that you can conquer the meta. Get started by downloading the Snap Deck Tracker today at snap.untap.gg.
Just drops Arrow in Fist Tower, as he likely will do. KM will get annihilated.
Ooh, there goes Arrow pulling the stone over into Fist Tower. Lockjaw gets no food.
One of the disastrous things is, because Cozy is a Zabu deck, a lot of the cards here are also in the situation where they just get pulled by Magneto.
Yeah, that's true. And there's Magneto pulling 2 cards into Fist Tower, shooting them both down.
Math! 1 power.
Wow, 25 in Fist Tower is gonna do it.
So it is going to be a nice little dance of how much do you commit to it, or whether KM just wants to get rid of it before we ever get to that dance. Your opponent might not stay in the game.
And here we go, Devil Dino here into the vault for Cozy, as well as Agent Coulson, as he tries to puts out his hand for something great to happen, but you're getting leeched, bro. Wow, sure is.
Cozy built up a considerable advantage, but ultimately that's the beauty of battle mode. Hold on, this Warrior Falls is a disaster.
Reality Stone
and Cozy knows exactly how much of a disaster it is.
It feels like on Frodan's side, there's a couple of cards where it's a disadvantage.
Yeah, most of your cards are unaffected, your stones being the big ones, unaffected. We do see the Power Stone, of course, becoming a 3-1, or in this case now 2-1 thanks to the Quinjet, so that loses a decent amount of his power level. For Frodan, this Hobgoblin, you can combo it with your Cosmo, so you have a 0-5 that you don't give to your opponent, but this is the beautiful Cosmo read from Frodan, and I don't know if Frodan's going to get away with a snap in this game, but he is definitely going to win this game. And the immediate concession there. Retreat. Yeah.
Wow, Frodan rips Electro this turn, which is massive. Electro on the Oscorp Tower can actually be just like the game-winning spot as well. You get an extra energy and you limit your opponent to 1 card a turn.
That Destroyer play could completely juke what Magua is doing.
Oh my gosh, I'm just afraid for both players. It's so rare that I get afraid for both players when I'm watching the game, but my gosh, this is one of them.
There's the Kang reveal. Frodan gives a laugh because we're doing the final turn again. 2 cubes max, so this is not for the game, but
wow!
Doesn't change it up. No Kang fear, and Frodan wins that one. We are going to a decider, Admirable.
This
Quinjet Cerebro.
Oh,
Frodan doesn't see the Cerebro line.
I think he sees it. He's just out of time, so he has to lock something in. He's just going through every single option.
It would have pulled the storm. Oh no.
Shrinks everything. It's a tie in the middle. Wait, the Sunspot extra!
1 point.
1 point. Wow.
Oh my god.
Fion's gonna go for a Venom play this turn. It's gonna open up Taskmaster.
Venom.
That's getting pulled out though. So for Vino, this hand is getting wiped out entirely. What order are these coming in? Oh no!
Taskmaster! Oh, copying the Venom! Deathlock's gonna shoot them all down!
Yeah, like a Psylocke, Wave, like just all sorts of nonsense that doesn't really.
Please. Oh, dear God! Oh! This is not looking good for Kibler here.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Yep, and Kibler knows. He knows that is a risk that is oftentimes going to be worth taking. It secures the game otherwise if Arrow is not there. That's minus 4 more cubes
Man,
for Kibler.
this is like the...
This is why we need Thanos in real life. To change New York, and New York alone.
All right, there's the Cosmo.
Yeah, if Freddy had...
Pretty big in Shuri's lab.
If Freddy had played... Oh, no! Oh, no!
Oh, it's not what he wanted to see. And those soul stones don't help him very much. This is like I just read the word on reveal.
It's on Maz's side, but I'm curious how big of a difference this is really going to be at the end of the day, because right now your lanes are getting really messed up.
There you see Thanos pop out on the Altar of Death, so everything's going off that side, and having the 2 stones face off against Galactus is not exactly ideal. The Leech didn't... And he does have...
This is it! Hang happens, null happens, so now he knows. Like, this is an auto retreat.
You'd have to imagine. Okay.
You know what? A retreat later. Oh, come on.
Classic Spessy move.
I feel like for a Maz, this is a spot where you don't necessarily want to snap because your hand's just not super good. Specimen gonna go for the snap instead, and this is a big advantage, I think, for Specimen because he's gonna be able to see what's going on here. If he now knows that Galactus is coming down, maybe he can trade that off and find himself in a spot where Reality Stone can win the game. So Kang is gonna come down, you see Galactus get revealed, and so now, if you arrow on the left side, Galactus stays there. The thing about it's happening is you're moving where the Galactus is going, and if it's on Death's Domain alone, you're now facing down 2 power that you have to beat. So maybe you can bluff your opponent in some way here. So like you move the Galactus, for instance. Does Amaz actually want to play something here? The answer is like no, because Death's Domain is play. So now the follow-up for Specimen is Reality Stone, change the location, get your stuff down. This is kind of a wonky play, but honestly, this feels really clever to me. Doesn't feel the same way. So Maz passed the turn, and then he sees Reality Stone, and he goes, yeah, that's the one I should have thought about.
And you know what the crazy part is? That was the only option Spessy had because the other 2 cards in hand both cost 6 for me and then can adjust accordingly, again, if the Reality Stone comes up. But then we see the Lockjaw come down and Killmonger clean up what's on the board, including Amaz's own Sunspot there.
Next Mansion, how much is this going to change things? This card always terrifies me.
That armor.
Oh my.
That is immediate snap. Putting a Thanos behind an armor. I don't know if you could find a more one-sided double drop than that out of X Mansion. It'd be the place, and that's the last place you want this to happen. And Amaz agrees.